Hello, this is Grandmaster Yang Bok-sun. Thank you for joining competition. Today, I'd like to talk about upper body strength training with some cardio exercise. Okay, let me show what I have. It's push-up bar. Push-ups. We know that we give or we do a lot of push-ups during Taekwondo training. And we love it. Sometimes we race. Sometimes we enjoy. Are we? Are we enjoy doing push-ups? So I brought a push-up bar, and there is a few things that I like to share what I do with this. Remember, physical strength is number one for all sports. You must work and have it for your competition. Okay, let's use one of the push-up bar for a little bit of upper body training. Let's set up push-up bar and use single push-up bar for beginning with push-up position. We have many different level of athletes who needs a lot of strength training of upper body, or who's been doing those upper body strength training for many years. So we should have different levels. So let me share what I can for beginners to advanced. First, if we are doing a hold position, this is how you should teach them. So keep their upper body and lower body straight. Pick up your foot and hold. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Okay. Now, if that was first stage, now upgrade to next stage, which is from hold position. We set down the tippy toe, bring the knees up, and keep your body line straight. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Okay, that was good too. That's push up and hold. Now, if you could push up and hold, you could go down and hold as well. You hold your body first for 10 count. So the next 10 count should be holding down 10 count. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. And push back up. Okay, so from the knee to tippy toe, now you could go down and hold, right? Now, if you want to go deeper down, you need one more push-up bar. So now I'm going to turn this to the side and set double, and I'm going to go down and hold. 2 and down and hold. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Alright. So that's just going down flat hold. If you want to work on your shoulder, you want to go deeper down. Since you have double push-up bar, you could go deeper down so it stretch your deltoid muscle and make it a little bit more larger on your shoulder. Okay, so why we have to work on our shoulder? We use a lot of blocks, strikes, punches. Everything comes, and the rotator cuff is on shoulder area. A large rotator here. So you need to develop your shoulder and make it strong. Okay, so let's go down deeper than before. So if I was here before, now you want to go down more and stretch. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Alright. So you stretch those muscles and make it larger. And when you start training the physical fitness, don't forget to work on your nutrition at the same time. So eat healthy, eat well, and train hard. Those combinations must need it. Okay? You take a lot of nutrition and work out hard, but you don't eat healthy. You're losing the 50% part that you could gain more. But if you eat right and doing a nutrition and some of the exercise, you could stay healthy and a little bit strong, but not high level of athletes because you're not training strong enough. You're not pushing yourself to the limit that you could go faster, that you could go stronger. You gotta hit the limits and go beyond. That's when you become world champion. Okay, so if I did demonstrate the hold, then there's another way to hold, right? Okay, so if I have 2, I'm gonna use my wall, turn it over, I'm going to set it down, and bring myself up in handstand. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Alright, that's another way to hold. Okay, so that's a little challenge for high level. If you have not learned how to do a handstand, I recommend not to, because you already raise yourself from above the ground, so sometimes it's too much challenge. Especially if you're teaching your students and if you give too much challenge, they feel overwhelmed. So they're not gonna make it. when your athletes or yourself not making it for so many time attempt, then they actually not gaining confidence, they lose confidence. So you have to make sure that you give or you push, others or yourself a good amount of challenge. Right? Okay. If they have trouble doing a push-up bar and handstand, then you just do it on the floor. You don't have to try handstand on push-up bar. So, okay, if we're doing it on the floor, then you bring it up. Okay, and then you hold again. Or you could do a little bit of a shoulder exercise, right? And that will help stay strong, healthy for your shoulders. Okay? So you want to strike hard, shoulders, waist, ground, pivoting, in action. You know what I mean. We've been training. Okay? So all this push-up bar, let me continue. It's very unique. Okay? If we did forward push-up, we could also do back. Maybe a tricep. Instead of doing a push-up all the time this way, maybe you could actually put it in the back, bring your foot to the front, and then you do the tricep. Okay? Tricep. Right before you touch your bottoms to the floor, you bring it up. Okay? You bring it up. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 일곱, 아홉, 열. Very good. Okay. Isn't this great? I think people are very smart making all these cool exercise equipment. And I truly appreciate people who make all these equipment, because when you do same thing over and over and over, it does feel a little bit of the bore, right? But if you keep changing your teaching method and upgrade and use all this equipment, maybe first day you use push-up bar and the second day you use maybe a sit-up, or you use the resistance band, or you use jump rope. All these great equipments does help keeping our focus to get better and stay in shape. And we have to appreciate that. Okay? I truly appreciate people who all the time study and making these great equipment. Thank you guys. Thank you. Okay? And these push-up bar for younger kids. We do have a younger athletes, not all the time a grown-up like you or myself. Okay? Sometimes we have a younger kids. And younger kids, this is about 3 to 4 pounds each. And then if they hold this up, they also working on their shoulder right now. If they push up, they're begin to do a handstand correctly, right? Okay? So they are working on their shoulder as well with the back. And then if they do a little bit of the pumping motion, okay, give a nice press. That's their workout for the little kids. And also the arm curl, okay, arm curl, then that's also an exercise for them. Because when I do this about 20, I do feel, even they are 4 to 5 pounds, I do feel because I'm moving and using my muscle. Okay? So this is a great exercise for all age level. And you gotta just find it. Okay? Be unique. Especially if you are a master instructor who's going to open up your own Taekwondo dojang, the Taekwondo studio, then you must continue. Think about how you're going to teach and continue. Think about how you're going to utilize all these equipments that is out there. Okay? So this is a push-up bar. And then I did a little bit of the push-ups and try. Let's put one away. If you put in the center and thinking about, well, let's do right away into a jumping exercise. The cardio. But you have to lift high. It's not like you're jumping over the pad. Okay? So you have to be careful about jumping and hitting the push-up bar. You have to pick up your knee up. Okay? That's what happens when you're jumping. And if you do that, you maybe get into not in good situation. Someone will get injured. Okay? So when you are jumping, you have to tell your students to pick up your foot. Pick up your foot. Instead of just moving to the side way, pick up your foot. Okay? And normally we do one sir. We jump over, come back as count. Or you just count 20 back and forward. Okay, jumping over and come back, count as a 1, maybe a 10 jump. It's the same amount of jump. Depends how you say to teach your own students or for your training. Okay, if we could do a side jump with single, but remember we got another one. We have two. When you order this push-up bar, they send you two. Okay, not one. We have two arms. Then we could use as double jump. You go one side and then going back, two side. Then you could do many more if you have a lot more, not just the one set. You have maybe 3-4 sets for the whole team. If you have, then you set all the way around and everybody can start jumping over like we're training on the ladders. Right? Remember the ladder training? Then we're jumping over the ladders. Remember back in the day, we duck down and then we have to cover our head or grab the ear, make sure we don't get stepped on doing that. But many times somebody lands on top of you. It happens. But if they make mistake now, they're the only one who will not feel great. You know, I remember people are stepping on my hair or they step right at the corner of my skin and it felt really sharp, you know? So something like that, don't have to worry about when you have these equipments. All right. Isn't this great? So if I have the equipment, not only jumping over, as we remember that we do lots of froggy jump. We do a lot of froggy jump. Okay? Jumping over, froggy jump. Or I do practice on this by picking up and land. And then coming back. And then push back. You have to pick up remember, front kick. This is not high as what we normally practice, but this is a good start. In front kick, people just kick. Let me put an example behind the bar. People just kick like that. You see my leg is going, my leg is passing, and then kick up. This is an ugly kick, right? Front kick. This is an ugly kick. How do we have to kick? We need to pick up the knee. We need to pick up the knee. So when you want to utilize for your younger kids, this is a good height. And they're not going to like it when they touch this push-up bar. Okay? So they have to pick up before they touch. They have to pick up and perform the kick. And then they land. And they come back. Okay, I touched it when I come back, sorry. And then you pick up, kick, put it down, pick up, and come back. If you want to have them a really nice, good practice, make sure they use their hand during the front kick. And then pick up. Okay? And then pick up. This is a nice set. Okay? So, for front kick, you could also use this push-up bar. So making sure they pick up the knee before the front kick. And this is good enough for the younger kids. Good enough height for the younger kids. But older students, we must put by knee level. So it needs to come up here. Okay. If you have any other equipment that comes up to the knee, that's the one that I recommend for you to train front kick to chamber. Okay, front kick chamber. Use one of these. Yes, sir. Use one of these for pick up knee. Okay. So, if we have two, one here, sometimes when you practice just looking over you all the time doesn't give enough challenge. So one person go on one side and then pick up the knee and kick. The other person stay on the other side and pick up and kick. Right now, I just sat a little bit closer so we could stay inside the camera view, but this one should be more far because everyone is kicking towards each other. So have it a little bit more distance if you are thinking about training this type. Okay. Now, we're gonna go back to strength training upper body, which is a little bit more challenge than before. You lift this one a little bit more distance, and you have to think about if the whole body is above the ground, it gets hard. It gives you more challenge. Above the ground, okay? So which is above the ground means you put yourself above the ground and then hold it up. You really have to tighten your abs here in order not to drop those push-up bar on the side way. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Alright, good. Okay, that was a hard holding because if you move, you will just come in or back out. You will fall. You could drop the bar. Okay? That's a good challenge. Remember when I demonstrate the wall? But if you have trouble, you could face this way and then put the foot up this way, and then this is a little bit more easier than handstand because you're in front, forward. This is a little bit more easier than handstand, but this is also hard enough for many people. So remember the level of your exercise and make sure safety is first priority. Safety. You give something that they can never do, they will get injured. Please think twice, making sure this is the correct coaching, teaching, and if not, change right away. Okay? When you change from one to another, there's no embarrassment. No. I will be embarrassed if somebody get hurt because I told them to do something that they couldn't even do. Then that's embarrassed. I should have thought about it. Okay? So, first thing is the safety, making sure all these training methods, you have to think about giving it to the right person. Not everyone. Everyone cannot do it. Make sure you give to the right person. If they have trouble while they're following your whole group class, tell them it's okay. And it is okay. They will get better. They stay and stuck and continue coming to your class. Eventually, they're gonna come all the way up to your expectations. You don't have to rush it. Don't rush. Okay? You should be more patient. And our masters, instructors, we are patient. We could wait. And we learn to wait. Don't forget. Okay? Let's wait for our athletes and younger kids and give them a time to understand and catch up on a high level athletes. Yes. Okay. This push-up bar has been helping me getting better in many different ways. You could use it as a cardio exercise. You could use it as simply a push-up bar for push-ups. Okay, incline push-up or military push-up. Military push-up was the handstand. Incline push-up is when you put your foot up facing you. Okay, opposite direction of the wall. That will be incline push-up. Okay, even without the bar, there's a many push-up that I recommend. What are the push-ups? Okay, going over. If you set the push-up bar in the center, I will start on the left and push up ready. You tell your students to go over 1 and 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Simply, you could use this push-up bar as your center line. Okay? And it's really great exercise at the same time. with app. When I store away, I normally keep this way. Okay. All right. The regular push-up. As a trainer and coach, I don't do regular push-up only. I do many different styles. Okay. That everybody has been. Let me put a little bit more distance. Everybody has been known as Bruce Lee push-up, right? Okay, and then triangle push-up. You make the triangle in here, then you do the triangle push-up. Right? Okay, why do we have to do triangle? If you put your hand closer to each other, you're working outside of your chest or your front. If you put wider, you're working inside your chest. Okay? So if you try triangle, then you have to also do open wide as well. If you do open wide, then you put all the way to the outside, wide triangle, okay, wide push-up. Okay, you gotta do the wide push-up as well. Okay, and everybody know the push-up and clap hand. That's the funniest one everybody enjoy during my class because they have trouble doing a push-up. And then sometimes they fall, they roll. Kids love those. Even they can't do 100%, they're still having a great fun. That's what we're looking for. We like our students to have fun and get trained at the same time. Okay? If we did the triangle and open wide push-up, then I also teach them how to work on their fingers. They could start with the 5 fingers first, right? 5 fingers first, but they could also do the chicken feet, 3 fingers. Okay. 1 thumb is really hard because that's really hard. Even hard for me. Okay. And then do the knuckle push-up for strong knuckles. We do sideway, right? We do sideway, but also we do forward, side and forward, right? Okay. And then sometimes we race with push-up. Who's going first? So in push-up position, we have to go fast. We're not gonna bend our knee. Key is not bending our knee, keeping your legs straight, and keeping in push-up position to go forward and backward, and see who comes back into the finish line first. That's some fun challenge. And people love doing push-up. When we make the push-up to a fun game, fun training, they enjoy. But if we use push-up for punishment, people don't like to do any push-up if they think it's punishment. They don't do correctly. It doesn't give a training to their physical body. I mean, we have to enjoy it. I would say you hit the gym every morning and night. but you walk in there like you don't want to be here, and you don't belong there, but you still go and do your thing, but then you're not enjoying it. Then how your body is gonna think? Do you think your body is gonna help you quick enough to show you what you are looking for? I don't think so. I think if you decide to hit the gym every morning and looking for a great physical fit, then you have to walk in there with happy, and you have to think about your month later, a year later, you will have a great shape of body if you hit the gym every morning and evening happily. Then you will have what you are looking for. Same thing. Our students walk into our Taekwondo center, but they're coming in like they don't want to be here. How that student helped your group class? You're probably getting a lot of distraction when you are teaching your group class from one person that's coming in, walking into our Taekwondo mat with negative. That's the negative attitude that we don't like to see. And we are looking for a positive attitude. Every single class they come in, we are looking for a positive attitude. And even the negative attitude students walk into the door, and we try to make that first 5-10 minutes fun. Change that students into a positive mode, willing to throw that punch stronger, and showing the smile face after 5-10 minutes. That's what we have to learn and what we're going to do for all these students and myself. If I change myself into a positive mode and teaching a class dripping sweat, who's not going to enjoy your class? Our master instructors are doing such a great job and so much energy and passion demonstrating in front of your students. Who's not going to like that class? You think the parents not going to like your class? They're going to love it. Even their child is not following 100%, they still gonna love it. They love your energy. They see your passion. They see your love for their children. We need to change first before we try to change others. That's the most important lesson for today. Let's change me. I will change myself first. Then I'm going to try to change others. If I don't change, I cannot change others. If you cannot accept the new and you're stuck with the old, you cannot move forward. The world is changing. All of the world is changing. Right now is AI. No more Google search engine. It's an AI. They give you all the answer you need. If you search what type of exercise can I do with push-up bar, it will probably list 100 different exercise for you. Let's change. Let's change myself. And let's help others. Thank you, everyone.